Welcome to our series on preparation for final exams. Here is another brilliant question on vectors, dot product, where we are going to understand two strategies extremely important. Let's enjoy this journey of learning. Thank you. I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to my YouTube channel and the website Global Math Institute. In this video, we will understand solution of a past test question. A question similar to this is expected in final exams also. I had seen that students could not really solve this problem because of two issues. We'll discuss both of them also. Well, let me thank all the viewers and subscribers for watching my videos and posting excellent comments. And in case you want to learn directly from me, feel free to send an email on globalmathinstitute@gmail.com. So here is a beautiful question based on vectors, dot product application. Vectors A, B, and C are such that A plus B plus C is a zero vector. You need to determine the value of A dot B plus A dot C plus B dot C if magnitude of A is 1, magnitude of B is square root 3, and that of C is 2. You can always pause the video and answer the question. So while we go through the solution, we will just go in a general way and then at the end discuss how we could have solved it much faster and what should have been our approach, right? So we'll follow a general approach here, that is, when a question is given to us, we rush into a solution, right? So first thing to understand is that when I say A plus B plus C is equal to 0, what it really means? It really means that we're talking about sum of three vectors which will be forming a triangle. So you can say something like this: A, right? And then let's say we say B, right? And then we say C, right? So that becomes a kind of triangle. Okay, so let me just draw this line better. So you can see now that A, B, and C, what we are now saying, they form. We see that A, B, and C form a triangle. Correct. The magnitudes are 1 for A, square root 3 for B, and 2 for C, right? The magnitudes. We can label this vertex as A, that is B and C. Now this is our triangle. Perfect. We need to visualize, and that is very important. So once we have a triangle, now since we know what is A dot B, right? A dot B involves the angle also between A and B, right? So that means we need to find angle. First we need to find angles, angle A, angle B, and angle C, correct? So let's do that. So we'll use cosine law for finding angles. And then we can do the dot product. Perfect. So let's begin with the first set. Since we need to find all the angles, let's begin with the cosine law and let's start with cos A. So cos A will be square root 3 square plus 2 square minus 1 square over 2 times square root 3 times 2, right? Which is 3 plus 4 minus 1 over 4 square root 3, correct? Which is 7 minus 1 is 6 over 4 square root 3. And angle A will be cos inverse of, you can also reduce it, but I'm just keeping like this, and we can check with calculator, right? So 6 is being divided by 4 and with square root 3, and we do shift cos inverse of our answer, and we get this angle as 30 degrees. Correct. So we get angle A is 30 degrees. Similarly, we can find angle B as cos inverse of. So when you're talking about B, then it is 1 square plus 2 square minus square root 3 square, correct? Divided by 2 times 1 times 2, correct? So which is equals to cos inverse of. So correct. So this is like cos inverse of half. So angle B is equal to 60 degrees. Now you can find angle C. You can also see that angle C has to be 180 minus 60 plus 30, which is 90 degrees. So we'll end up finding that this is a right angle triangle. But you see now it becomes kind of obvious, right? With the sides 1 square root 3 and 2, it is a special triangle. So, if you would have visualized this right in the beginning, we could have saved some time here. But now it doesn't matter. Let's continue. So what we have just got here is a right angle triangle. So let me draw the right angle triangle the way I normally draw. Correct. So we know this is like 60, 30, 90, correct? And side C being longest, side A being shortest. Makes sense. Now we can do the dot product. Do you see that? So those of you who had visualized that this is a right angle triangle could have saved at least a minute or so. Anyway, the solution which we followed is good because always we will not land up with right angle triangles. Now the idea is, what is A dot B? So let's now figure out what is A dot B. Can you tell me that? We know the angles, right? And when I say A dot B, this is the side A, right? This is the side B, and this is the side C. So when I'm saying A dot B, if I talk about the vector A, B, and C, then the vectors are going in this direction. Now, A dot B definitely has 90 degrees. So A dot B is equal to magnitude of A times magnitude of B times cos of 90 degrees, and it is 0. So we got first term. Now second term, what is A dot C? Now A dot C will mean this, right? So that is C for us, and this is A for us. The angle which we have to consider is actually this angle. You understand? It is not 60 degrees. It is this angle which is 180 minus 60. So it is magnitude of A times magnitude of B times cos of 180 minus 60, which is 120 degrees. You see that? The whole thing is that this is going to be negative, right? So magnitudes being 1 and square root 3. However, the cos of 180 minus 60 will be minus cos 60, which is minus half. You get the idea, right? So it's in quadrant 2. We're talking about this angle, where this is 60 degrees. So cos true. So cosine is negative and cos of 60 is half. Now let's do B dot C. I hope you got the idea, right? So this is the second mistake which some students could make. magnitude of B times magnitude of C times cos of the angle between B and C. So as you can see, this is B, right? And that is C. So we are again talking about the angle, which is 180 minus 30. So this is 180 minus 30 degrees. So again, negative. You get the idea. This is this angle. So B is square root 3. C is 2. And cos of 30 degrees is square root 3 over 2. So that gives you the answer as 3. But with negative, right? Let me write negative here because you are in quadrant 2. And therefore, this is negative 3. So now we got all this and we can do A dot B plus A dot C plus B dot C. And this is equal to A dot B was 0, right? Minus square root 3 by 2. And this one is minus 3. You see that? So you have to be really careful when you answer this question. Perfect. Because there are many places where you could go wrong. So we do get the answer, which is minus square root 3. You may write it as uh, when you take a common denominator, right, as 2. Then 2 times is minus 6. Or you write this as minus 6 plus square root 3 by 2. So the dot product in this case is negative. And that is what the answer is going to be. So I hope you have understood the solution. Now, with that in mind, we actually summarize the things as first, you should visualize, right? And that is, we have, whenever we give you three vectors as equal to 0 vector, it means definitely a triangle. So, this is one thing to begin with. The second is, when we do A dot B, then we have to take the angle, which is when you put them like vectors with tail to tail, you understand? And that is the angle which we have to consider as A dot B. And then only you can write its magnitude of A times B times cos theta. So cos theta is this angle. In a triangle, you have to kind of extend and see that actually speaking, the angle is this one, not the one inside the triangle. That is what I want to focus on while solving this problem. I hope it makes sense. Feel free to write your comment, share your views. If you like and subscribe to my videos, be great. Thanks for your time and all the best.